Let me close that out. Sorry. Still working out the technical difficulties here. We're still waiting on Myke. He should be in, and our guest should be in pretty soon. I sent out the invite, so it should be. Here's Crystal. Should be up in a little bit. Hi, Crystal. How's it going?
It's good. I don't know how good my internet connection's going to hold up.
Oh, not a problem, not a problem. We're all having issues here. We're still waiting for one of the co-hosts to join us.
Hi, Crystal.
Okay. Hi. Oh, you look all professional. You have the headset and everything.
I know. So fancy. I had to go get it. It's from Walmart. It's not that special.
Oh, okay.
I'm sending
I'll even have little name.
You can have some too. If you go to View More Apps on the left side, should be able to click on that, and when you do, you're going to download the Hangout Toolbox, and that'll let you put in your little lower third name deal.
Okay.
Isn't Pocky D Myke? Right? That's Myke, right?
Is it Myke?
I thought it was. Who were we talking to
No,
before?
Pocky D is Chris.
Chris.
He's the one that proposed at Chimera.
Oh yes, you did tell me that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right, I'm on the same page now. I got to put the U.S. flag here now.
Okay, I guess we can start. I'm still. I sent him another invite, so hopefully he'll be on soon.
America.
I guess he's. I don't know. He'll keep on trying to get on there, and then we'll see what we can do in the meantime. I do have some stuff set up for us though. There you go.
Okay. Yay! Oh.
I hear a baby.
There you can see you.
Yeah. He heard us talking. He's like, oh. What's going on? Hold on.
Okay, welcome to Geek Out SA, and we're just trying to work out some of the kinks here, and we're having some troubles for one of our co-hosts, but we're gonna move on and wait for him to come on. My name is Vince. I'm a tabletop game developer for Pinche Games. I'm also a convention organizer for ChimeraCon, and also a web developer. And I'll kick it over to you, Vivienne.
Hi, I'm Vivienne. I do model cosplay. I'm also the captain of the airship Constantine, San Antonio event organizer, and various other things.
And I think we got Myke on finally. Unless he drops like he did last time.
We're really good about that, aren't we?
It happens. It happens. And what we want to tell you about, what we wanted Geek Out SA to be about is there's many of us in the geek culture, and when you look at the geek culture, you find a lot of subcultures within geek culture, and that's some of the stuff we wanted to bring to you. We want to show you all about the other subcultures if you haven't been exposed to them already. Did you have anything to add on that, Vivienne?
We do a lot of just related to doing this. Geek culture is kind of one of those things that you love and hate, and you're part of, but it definitely is rewarding if it's something you enjoy. So.
Guess we'll kick it off with a few topics here. The Xbox One was they just had a spotlight on it not too long ago, and as a entertainment system, it looks really, really cool. This kind of stuff that you can do with it seems awesome. As for the gameplay on there, they didn't really show us much on that. I don't know. Do you play much of any video games there, Vivienne?
Oh, all the time. I like, currently though, I'm usually play behind the times, so I'll probably get the Xbox when the Xbox 360 becomes cheaper.
It's already pretty cheap right now.
Actually, I have an Xbox 360, but I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten the Red Ring of Death yet, so
Sweet.
I'm waiting for it.
No, you don't want that.
I know I don't, but I'm convinced it's going to happen. I hear horror stories.
And I see Myke there, but he's not showing video or something. I don't know. I
think that's becoming his MO.
Now, something that was a big thing recently was on the HBO show Game of Thrones, the Red Wedding. The Red Wedding. And I actually wasn't going to bring this up until you were telling me something about it, Crystal. I actually saw it myself.
I was like, I will talk about Doctor Who, but if we do not talk about Game of Thrones, yeah.
Yeah.
I need therapy after that.
Oh, God.
From what I heard,
the show to not be depressed. Sorry.
From what I know,
I lost your guy. The other guy fell off. He's not there anymore.
Poor Myke.
He'll get back on eventually. He knows where we are now. It took him like 5 times to get him in last time. But
I mean, I understand that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. I understand people that have read the books and they knew this was coming. I purposely don't read ahead because I want to be surprised, and this was just completely out of nowhere. Like it was insane. I was screaming and crying and yelling at the TV.
Yeah, I definitely did. I didn't read it. I know my wife has read all the books, and she's kind of pissed off right now with all the stuff that's going to be happening. So she doesn't want to watch it, but she's watching it anyway. I saw something on, I think it was The Onion, that the George R. Martin was saying he actually watches the show, and he is like, oh yeah, that did happen on there. I forgot about that. So, wow. Yeah, no, that after all these books and all this money I've been making, yeah, I remember that happened. And from what I hear, they actually made it, since I don't want to be too much of a spoiler, they made it a little more gruesome than in the book, from what I hear.
That's interesting because
something a little extra happens.
Because normally the book is pretty gruesome, especially when they talk about the mountain, when they discuss the Hound's older brother. I mean, they tell you horrific things that this guy's done, and he's barely even mentioned in the actual series. So the books can be gruesome. I don't know why. I guess HBO had something more cinematic to show. Ugh.
They wanted extra stuff. Have Meat Patty here saying, I want to see a blooper reel of the Red Wedding. Well,
oh, God.
That's a little hard to get a video over streaming, but eventually Google's going to do something about it. We got to have that. And we just got Creative Dragon. Hey guys, hey Creative Dragon, how's it going? So yeah, that was pretty cool. I just recently saw that movie Now You See Me. have y'all caught that or heard about it?
No.
I think we talked about this. So you really
Yeah, we did.
watch
We did talk
superhero
about it.
movies. Talk to
I'm-
me when we talk about Man of Steel.
That's coming up next. I'm
Yeah,
actually do a little. I'm a magic hobbyist, so I kind of like dabble in that. So I know if magicians go to see it, they'll really enjoy how the movie was done. It was done really, really well. An aspect from a reveal at the final end was really cool. But yeah, that's a definite C for. I'm just letting y'all know, y'all should go see it. It's really cool. Now for you, Vivienne, the Man of Steel Superman movie.
Yes. We're actually doing the Heroes and Fantasies event for that. I don't know, Lindsay's doing Supergirl and stuff like that, so I'll see what we end up doing. But yeah, totally. Ezra Constantine all the way. We have like Superman freaks in my group. So we're probably going to go Saturday
freaks,
premiere of it. Huh?
It's all about the freaks, isn't it?
Oh yeah. See, look. I have like a Wonder Woman poster behind me. Just how excited I am. Wait, I can...
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Who in your group is going to do Superman?
I have 2 cosplayers that can do, actually 3 that are doing, they're not doing Superman, but they plan to do Superman, or they have done Superman. So, Patrick's doing Superman, that I know of. But Robin, one of our friends, is actually, he's done Superman, so I might post pictures of him too. He makes an amazing Superman. Yeah, but
Creative Dragon says, "Damn it! Stop ruining the movies. I haven't seen it yet."
I didn't ruin it. That was all Vince.
Pocky D says, "The Man of Steel might piss me off royally." Nerd rage.
I thought we were supposed to.
I like all.
Wow.
Nerd rage.
I like all the Superman movies. Like every single Superman movie that's ever been made, I actually liked. Even the last one, I thought it was good.
I don't know about the last one. That was
Kevin
with,
Spacey was a good Lex Luthor.
This seems to be a really popular topic.
Oh, okay. I'm showing my age. I'm going back down to the last of the original Superman movies. That was pretty bad. The last one of that one was pretty bad. No, the Superman Returns was pretty decent, But the storyline that it's going with on this one seems to be pretty awesome. So I can't wait to. Why is Jimmy Olsen a woman?
I think
Jimmy Olsen's going to be a woman?
I think this Superman...
Uh-huh. No, go ahead, sorry.
I think this Superman... It's okay. This Superman movie, I think, is delving into part... In the comic book world, there's been storylines now where they've discussed... or Superman that scene, I feel like maybe they're pulling out of some stuff that's been on the world.
Myke, we got you on.
Hi, Myke.
You finally made it. Go ahead and do your introduction right now. And Crystal, you are cutting out a little bit. I don't know. Can you hear Vivienne? Or was she cutting out?
I'm catching like only glimpses of her.
Myke?
Oh, sorry.
Are you muted? I think you're muted, Myke.
There we go.
There, that's better.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, good grief. Okay. Believe it or not, I'm a technician. That's the sad part. But yes, I'm finally here. My name's Myke Ritz. I'm with the Alma Network of Ket Hobbyists, local gaming group for Ket. It's an Egyptian laser chess type game. Just all-around gamer too. I work with Vince at Pinche Games.
Pinche Games. It's awesome.
Yeah. I got the best boss ever. Yeah, that's it. That was what you paid me to say, right, Vince?
He gets a raise, right?
25% of nothing.
Nothing. It'll get there. It'll get there, buddy.
Oh, I have no doubt.
Did you catch the first part of the show?
I caught the tail end of the Superman conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went over what we thought about Geek Out SA was going to be to the everybody else out there. What we kind of wanted to do with introducing some of the subcultures within the geek culture, and just expose all of them to the masses, hopefully.
Awesome. Well, that's something I think we've seen way too much of, all of us, regardless of what our particular flavor of geekdom is. Over the years, we've all had that experience where, well, I'm not in with this group of people, or I'm not with this group of people because this is my thing, as opposed to over here, I'm a LARPer. I'll admit it in polite company. But we've all had that experience where, you know, they doubt our nerddom, they doubt our geekdom because of belonging to one particular group of things. And that's just, you know, the more unity, the better in any particular subculture. And you know, if we can help have some kind of an effect on that, or at least get the message out there, that's awesome.
Good, well said, well said, well said. And as for that, I know I'm a gamer. I look at a little bit of anime, and I dabble in steampunk here and there. So yeah, I mean, something definitely. I definitely love sci-fi and comics and whatnot. So I'm exposed to everything, and I'm sure there's others like us.
Yeah, definitely. Like myself, of course, you know, I'm into steampunk. That's kind of obvious. But also comics and sci-fi, and definitely, I delve into fantasy, but very specific ones, and sci-fi, very specific books. But I do enjoy those genres.
Well, I tell you, all the above are things that really speak a lot to me. I only really got involved with the steampunk scene in any kind of way, as small even as it has been, within the last couple of years. Kind of stumbled into the San Antonio Neo-Victorian Association, Sanva, just out at the Draft House one night. We were there for, I think we were there for a horror event, if memory serves. I think it was but anyway, and Pablo and the whole crew was there. I take it back. I think it was a Doctor Who night. It was a Doctor Who night, actually, a Fans Unite. And it all blurs after a while. But then we saw that thing was coming. Oh, this would be great. And I'm thinking, like, can we really get away with doing Ket this event? I don't know. Let's go find out. And got in touch with Pablo, and you know, things kind of fell into place there. That was the first big convention we were actually at an event at. But years before that, it's like, man, I'd really love to do this, but I'm involved with fantasy LARPs, and they'll never really accept it. And you know, I've had things hurled at my head for saying, well, I want to do this steampunkish kind of thing before I knew what there was a word for it, even.
That's where I met you at Etherfest, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was.
I totally didn't even see you guys there. I'm sorry.
That's
you didn't see my big Pinche Games banner up?
Completely missed that, actually.
I remember the first thing about Pinche Games that I remember was just walking by the booth, seeing it, and going, "Man, I wish I could fit into one of those shirts. I'd love to wear that." But the rule with me is if it's a nerd shirt, I've got to buy 3 and sew them together to make one. So
that's a good start. Actually, for the steampunk nights, actually Crystal was one of the people behind that. So she does a lot of the steampunk organization events, at least previously, but. I mean,
before I had another kid.
Yeah, that kind of happens. Yeah, but we have Crystal to thank for the steampunk nights.
Awesome.
So, Crystal,
go ahead.
Crystal,
it was me and Jennifer Rodriguez. Jennifer Rodriguez is the one who presented the idea to me, and then I told her, okay, we'll do a steampunk night, but I'm not doing it without Pablo. And then that's sort of how it all went into place.
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. Crystal, tell us a little bit about yourself, since we have you here as a guest, we want to know a little more about you.
Well, I guess you want me to talk about Doctor Who, which I'd rather spend the whole time talking about Game of Thrones, but I will talk about Doctor Who. I started my Doctor Who group in June of 2008, and we have literally been screening Doctor Who somewhere every month since then. Right now, we screen various Doctor Who things. We're at the Santikos Rialto Theater now, the last Wednesday of every month. That's actually headed up by my vice president, Tamara, who's been a blessing, because once I had this baby, that was it for me to do anything. Yeah, I'm a mom of 3 little boys, 2 6-year-olds, and an infant who's 7 months old, so me getting into the geek scene has been pretty hard. But I'm looking forward to San Japan. And I did do ChimeraCon. I was at ChimeraCon. So.
Yes, we love having you there. It was great. the TARDIS dress was awesome.
And that was made for me when I was pregnant, so it still fits, so yay.
Very good, very good.
I just feel that San Antonio, years before now, was always divided. There was a lot of division amongst the groups. And it's just maybe in the past few years that people have started to get along more. Star Wars groups will be together now. So I just feel like it's nice when I see these type of blogs or things going on to sort of bring everyone together. Like, we can all go to San Japan together. We can all go hang out at Alamo City Comic Con. You know, we all love the same things.
We're all of the same family. The same geek family.
Yeah.
So, when did you see your first Doctor Who episode?
Funny story. I used to always watch BBC America when I had the twins, born in 07. So around that time, I kept previews for a show called Torchwood, and they described it as X-Files for the UK, and I'm a huge X-Files geek. So I thought, all right, I'll watch Torchwood. Of course, there's Captain Jack, whatever. Torchwood was okay. And then Children of Earth was the best thing out of Torchwood. That miniseries was amazing. But anyways, I had on the Sci-Fi Channel, and just one afternoon, and there's a Doctor Who marathon, and I see the Ninth Doctor running around, and there's Captain Jack, and they're calling him Captain Jack, and I'm like, that's the guy from Torchwood. Why are they calling him Captain Jack? And at the time, my ex-husband was like, Torchwood's a spinoff of Doctor Who, and I'm like, what is that? And so then I caught up, watched everything, fell in love with Tennant and Eccleston, and I was a stay-at-home mom with 2 twin-year-old boys that was going out of her mind and had no one to talk to about Doctor Who. And with the help of Adam Conley, who runs Heroes and Fantasies, he kind of put it in my head, like, make a group. And so our first meeting was at Heroes and Fantasies on Summit, and like 6 people showed up. And then after that, we moved to the Draft House, and our first event was like 120. Sorry, it was like 120 people.
That's awesome.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is a lot.
Very cool. I've been actually catching up on some Doctor Who episodes, so I'm really liking the new I'm really liking the new Doctor. But I hear he's not going to be the Doctor for much longer?
Yep.
Yeah, he needs to go. I'm not a big fan of 11.
I'll just hide this screwdriver over here then. I have to say that of the modern Doctors, I've got a soft spot in the middle of my head for Matt Smith. I really do. Tennant was amazing, but I like, and this could be the fault of the writers, but I really like where they took the 11th Doctor, and I think that, you know, he was the best bits of 4, and I hate to say it, 2, for me. So I really dug what Matt Smith did with the role. Of course, they did announce, BBC confirmed last week that he will be making his exit at the end of this year, the Christmas special. So it's not a bad place to take it, and you almost have to. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, what do you think? Can't we only go up to number 13? That's it? Isn't that the rule?
I don't know. To get wibbly wobbly on it, they said there were only 12, etc. But at the same time, if you take the Sarah Jane Chronicles as canon, they ask him how many more times can you do this. He says 512.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's just like, is that canon? Isn't it canon? The whole, well, he used Apollo's regenerations for her. I remember that the other way around, but not. So I don't know. Is the honest answer. And I think ultimately they've gotten away with so much for 50 years that they're not going to stop now. If they decide they want to go to 14 or 15 or whatever, they'll find a way and do it regardless of what the rules say. Because we've had fixed rules all the way through the series, and they've broken all of them at some point. They've just gotten better in the modern series, I think, about actually trying to find reasons why they're breaking them and how.
It's like original Star Trek, where every other episode they decide to follow the Prime Directive.
Exactly. It's like, even an odd rule doesn't apply to the good and bad movies. It's like, this episode, well, we blew the time directive last week. Let's do it this time, and we'll make it heart wrenching as opposed to triumphant and fight this power last episode. So yeah, you're entirely right. The parallel there. That could be one more reason that IDW decided to cross over the properties.
Okay, I just asked the chat group, who's your favorite Doctor? Crystal, who's your favorite Doctor?
Oh, it's the 10th Doctor. And I like the 8th. I really enjoyed the Fox movie, the 8th Doctor. I liked him.
Actually, for me, it's really got to be Matt Smith. I'm digging him right now.
I like the 10th Doctor.
Want me to be honest, or you want me to be politically correct?
Honest.
Honest. Tom Baker's my Doctor. Fourth Doctor all the way. Yeah. Oddly enough, right behind him though is Hartnell. I loved Hartnell, the old man curmudgeon. But yeah, Fourth Doctor all the way. Yeah.
Pocky D says number 4.
7.
I'm not the only one. See, I have to admit, I have not seen McCann yet. He's the only Doctor I haven't seen eps for. Of course, there were no episodes, but I haven't seen his movie. I haven't listened to his audio stuff. I haven't read the 8th Doctor books. So I don't have enough. We won't tell Brian I said that, but I don't have enough reality. I don't have enough reality on the 8th Doctor to have an informed opinion.
Yeah. Has he made a stencil of that yet?
I thought so, but I'm not positive. I know that's his favorite Doctor.
DT all the way. If we're talking about post-2005, I got that from Creative Dragon.
If we're talking about post-2005, then I'd have to say that Matt Smith is my favorite Doctor. And I realize that I'm about 1 in every 200 Doctor Who fans, hopefully, that would actually say that. I know Tennant's a great actor. I think what most people love so much about though, Tennant's a great actor, but I really think that was more Russell T. Davies than even Tennant. I just think they gave him the stories that really allowed him to shine, and I think that the writing was better during his stretch. Nothing against Moffat. Moffat's amazing. He can keep me guessing, which not a lot can. But I think that Russell Davies felt a lot more like Doctor Who to me, and I think that's why the attraction gets so strong to Tennant as the 10th Doctor. I think it's just misappropriated love because they gave him better stories to work with.
I think Moffat needs to go back to just writing stories. I don't like his control of the series. I really don't.
I kind of agree. I don't have the hatred for this series that a lot of fans have. We're talking about the 7th being the worst in the history of the show. Was this an amazing season? No, but I don't dislike it as strongly as some. However, I do miss. It really has kind of gotten to be something other than Doctor Who, I think. You know, he does have a love for it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I also think they're trying to Americanize it. I really think they're trying to appeal to us. And they don't need to worry about American mindset. They need to keep doing it how they're doing it because we loved it was done. It didn't need to be tailored to Americans.
I agree. You know, and you know, no show's gone this long. No show has the rabid following after this many years that Doctor Who does. Nothing can compete with it. And you don't fix what's broken. And you know, that was the
beam me up, Scotty.
That was the tack that American TV took. Doctor Who took the opposite of it and was like, you know, this isn't broken. Let's keep going. I have to give Moffat credit for giving us stories this season that brought back a lot of some of the feeling of the villains. He has succeeded in like an Asylum of the Daleks. He made Daleks terrifying again. He made the Cybermen frightening again. He even managed to present the Ice Warrior, which was one of the silliest monsters they ever had in the history of the series, and they gave us a really great, like, oh yeah, I can see being afraid of this guy.
In fact, I just saw that one today.
It's a good episode.
Yeah, it's a decent episode. I liked it. We got Not Like the Book, says Tom Baker.
It's nice to know I got some long scarf brethren out there.
Not Like a Book. I think I know who that is. If you could use the TARDIS to change something in the past, what would it be?
What do you think, Crystal?
I'm gonna pass on.
Well,
so many things in my mind that I'm not thinking world peace or anything like that.
That is a hard one, actually.
Let's see. I think first thing in my mind probably be let's get a better ironclad contract for Eccleston, make him stick around the second season, just out of spite. Honestly, though, I mean, if I put some beans out there, man, if I had the TARDIS films go back and change something in the past, it would be not hiring that immigration lawyer. I'd have had my family in the States 10 years ago if I would just skip past that lawyer in the first place.
I think for me, I would have started Pinche games a lot earlier than I did. I'd probably be a lot further on now if I had done that. And I had listened to my wife just laugh right now at that. So...
All I can think about are collecting like really early comics because I'm staring at my posters right now and I'm like, yeah, I'd like the original ones of those.
Detective Comics 15, cough, cough.
Collect them all.
Yep. Yes, not let my nephews read my comic books when I was younger. That would have been a good one. That whole first appearance of Superman, that would have been nice. But.
Very cool. So, Crystal, what other clubs are you associated with? Or clubs or anything like that?
I'm tied in San Japan. I've sort of been told how I'm helping, but I'm not sure yet. I like San Japan. I love the people that run it. I love Dave Hinken. So I like working that convention. I like in Dragon's Lair and Alien Worlds. I've got a good lot of stores. I was tied into Santa, but haven't done anything in a long time. Maybe I'm not. I mean, I know the two guys that are those groups, Pete and Bob. They're both nice.
You sound like you're being auto-tuned right now.
Oh, sorry.
Auto-tune is awesome. No, not really.
Well, I don't have the fancy headset, and Mike's like, "Oh, dude, sorry."
It's for the show. It's for the show. It's okay.
Like a 1-year warranty on this thing.
And now I'm going to sit over here and hide the fact that I'm on a $20 Logitech.
No, 35 Walmart.
I think I paid like $8 for this one.
Please show up, everybody.
I was just looking for the deal. Come on, it's working, isn't it?
Hey, dude, there was another one there for $14.99. I paid the extra $5 to get the inline volume controls on this. So.
It was the only one they had left at Walmart, so I just picked it up.
Look at that right there. Volume. Not bad.
All right, so I think she was on. You were on what before that? You kind of broke up.
The only thing I caught was San Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, I like everybody somehow affiliated with everyone. That sums it up.
San Japan was huge for us. We had our first huge event at San Japan last year, running Ket for several hundred people. I think it was played. We estimate 500 games in a 5-hour period. And this year we're actually going to be there again. We're going to be running the first ever sanctioned Ket tournaments, actually sanctioned by the creators of the game.
Wow.
So, yeah, we'll be holding the city level championships for San Antonio. So we are way excited about that. We'll have prizes, actually, all kinds of stuff, coverage. It's going to be great. So San Japan is awesome.
Very good. Sadly, I'm not going to make it this year. That's going to be the same weekend as Gen Con. So I got to get over there.
Priorities, it's okay.
Yeah.
Being all grown up and stuff.
Yeah. Here's Constantine will be in full force. We usually, with San Japan, it's one of those things. It's kind of like our annual con. It's a must-have every year, and so I think we're one of the 2 steampunk groups that will be there. And we work heavily with the Brass Apple, so we'll be doing a lot of the steampunk panels. So y'all will probably see us there.
Awesome.
What do y'all think of
Gorillas.
the Alamo? What do y'all think of the Alamo City Comic Con that's coming?
Totally going. Totally going.
I got to make that. Yeah, definitely.
I've got to see. I've got so many things we're booked with this year that before I answer anything, I've got to check dates. So, but yes, if I can make that happen, I will absolutely be there.
Heroes and Fantasies is hosting that, I think, right? Isn't that like one of theirs? They're what?
I think they're in a partnership.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Like,
yeah, because I know they had Go ahead.
There's a man named Apple. He's the one in charge, and I guess he just partnered with Adam at Heroes and Fantasies, and they just do a lot of their stuff there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know because we had the superhero team that they have. I knew a couple people who showed up for that, so that was really cool. So I knew that they had some relation to it, and we work with Heroes and Fantasies too, so yeah.
Yeah.
We have a creative dragon here saying, what's Ket?
Ket
Just kidding, Mike.
I bet I know who that is now. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Wow. Did I really write that?
I don't know, did you?
I must have.
Was it the pre-show tequila?
It probably was.
Seriously, right? It's about time for it. Vince is treating.
Yes, let's do that. I think I have I think I have 2 bottles actually. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a great party.
I've got like 3 bottles of the steam punch that I brew. So, and I'm dangerously close to your house too. So watch what you offer.
That'll work. That'll work. Let's do that. After party.
Sounds like a really cool party, guys.
I think
you're probably gonna have to go to sleep, Vivienne.
Yeah, I probably will. I have a crew meeting after this, so no sleeping for me. Yay.
Okay,
no, I don't drink anyway. I'm not really a party person.
That's too bad. If there was this is gonna be the question that we're gonna ask every every guest on our show from now until the end of time. If there was a zombie apocalypse and you can bring one geeky item with you in your bug out bag, what would it be and why?
It'd be my 11th Doctor Sonic screwdriver that is like a screwdriver on the inside.
Very nice, very nice. Mike, what would it be for you?
Other than a ketboard, it's only one thing actually. Probably end up being my hammer.
Very nice. Viv?
I was thinking a weapon too. I want my captain's gun. I like bludgeon zombies with it. I'm ready for it.
Not a bad plan.
Not a bad plan.
As for me, it's probably going to be product placement right here.
Here, please tell us about your product, sir.
It's great. Y'all should go to pinchegames.com and click on games and then buy apps. It's really cool. You'll love it. I promise.
I'll be playing card games in the post-apocalypse. Awesome.
Very cool. Not like the book asks, if you or your favorite character were a drink, what drink would you be?
What?
If you or your favorite character were a drink, what drink would you be? Or they be?
He gives us thinking questions. We have to think about them. Jeez.
What do you expect? They're geeks. Just like us. We're going to ask that kind of stuff. This one's got a little bit of bite to it, though.
What do you think, Crystal?
I have no idea. I don't know, like, drinks anyways. I drink Malibu rum, and that's the extent of what I know. So.
Malibu rum. Just shots?
I'm gonna be.
Sounds like an auto-tune again.
Or an AI or something.
I have a bad connection.
For me, it would be Steam Punch. Both the character from my book, and I drink that at every opportunity.
I guess mine would be, gosh, gotta go back. Jolt Cola. You all know what Jolt Cola is?
I think it's just you and I, boss.
Not like the book says, sex on the beach.
I should have a punchline to
What book
follow
are
that
you
up.
reading?
The Anarchist Cookbook.
I need to get that book. Makes you think of that drink.
You dirty, not like the book.
God, I don't even know. I don't drink either. I don't know.
And no one has
Mead?
said... Well, that's a good answer. No one has said Pangalactic Gargle Blaster yet. I'm a little ashamed.
I don't even know what that is.
Really? Am I the only Adams fan here?
Pocky D says 2 shots of whiskey mixed with Dr. Pepper. Creative Dragon says simple Texas vodka and ginger ale.
Oh, we got party people sitting on this chat.
I like party people. I'm into that.
I know you are.
Did we just lose somebody?
Yeah, Crystal just dropped. For once, the gremlins aren't attacking me only.
They're attacking somebody else.
Of course, I apparently brought them with me, but, you know. Well, congratulations, folks. It's our first show. We've already run off a guest.
Oh, God. Successfully scared her away. Oh, geez. That's like what we were doing to you last time, Mike.
That's right. When I made it in here the first time tonight, I found myself sitting here twice already. So there was, the three of you counting Crystal, and there were two of me at the bottom of the screen, plus another that was trying to boot.
There's Deception that can come out of this. I just don't know what it is yet.
Oh, great.
Videoception.
That's a great band name. Be a great album title for Absinthe and No Dose.
I think that Vince invited people into the video.
I was trying to invite Crystal again. Hold on, I think we gotta.
Here.
Yeah, filler. No, we don't need that. We have people to give us ideas. Upcoming events. Sci-Fest at Wonderland Mall of America. It's just Wonderland Mall to me. Even when it was Crossroads, it's Wonderland Mall to me. Are y'all going to be there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
Myke?
we will be.
Yeah, I expect to be there. I don't know in what capacity yet, but I expect to be there.
I may go by and try to check that out for a while. It's the 8th and 9th, I believe?
It's this weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, okay. Wow, that came up to me faster than I expected.
We're already on June 5th, so...
Scary.
Yeah, I know.
This year's going quick, really quick.
It is. Yeah, I've still got a lot of wiring I've got to get done before San Japan rolls around. I haven't even started any of that. I've got a prototype, and that's it. So I've really got to start pounding, working that soldering iron here. Iron, can you tell I've been up a little too long? I'm starting to sound like I'm from these parts.
What do we get here? Roll to Play's table. It's a tabletop and board game learning expo. It's on Kickstarter. Go ahead and check them out. They're up in Coppell, Texas. Tiffany is a store owner there, and she's putting on a little board game learning expo. And actually, Pinche Games is going to be part of that over there.
We're going to be part of that too. We'll be running events for her there, and we are actually backing the Kickstarter also. So you'll see a lot of stuff coming from us on that. Hopefully over the next, I'm hoping in July of this year, being able to get up there and start running some events for her. Something Tiffany's been looking for a while, so we're excited for it. It's really excited to see this happening.
That's very cool. Very cool. What other conventions are around the corner?
I'm trying to think. Sci-Fest is this weekend. Texas Comic-Con will be up in like 2 weeks, so I don't know what's in between there. I know that there's got to be something. There always is.
Yeah, there is.
There's a lot of stuff going on in August. It's going to be crazy. Matter of fact, we've got three events booked. A fourth one we're supposed to be at, but some of them are concurrent. So in August, we're going to have Space City in Houston. There's going to be Board Game Bash in Austin. There's going to be San Japan. There's at least one other convention going that month too that we're supposed to be at. It's going to be nuts. But we're getting to a point where we used to have a convention season, and now you're looking at this and it's pretty much just
convention year. Yeah,
it really is. It's just a rolling circuit now, which is awesome. I mean, the more the stuff grows, the better it is for all of us. But
yeah. For sure.
Panic-inducing.
Well, like with my group, I mean, Airship Constantine, we get booked at pretty much any con, but it's just which ones we can make it to. And then if I don't get booked for those ones for Airship Constantine, I get booked for the Sirens, and if I don't get that booked for the Sirens, then I get booked for something else. So I'm usually at every single con anyway. That's comic related anyway.
Very nice. Are we going to get the Sirens on the show?
We probably could. I'm sure Kay would love to be on.
Because she does game development, doesn't she?
She's a game programmer, actually. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think I caught one of her panels at San Japan last year. It was pretty decent.
Which one was that one?
It was over game programming.
Yeah, I've never heard her talk about it, but I'm pretty sure she's been doing it for a while now. She's got some information backing there.
Board Game Bash, August 2 through 4, Austin, Texas. War Games Con.
That sounds fun.
I'm not sure when that is.
I just saw information on that at Dragon's Lair last week, but it's completely slipped my mind. Teflon coated like it is.
Just slides on through, doesn't it?
These days it does.
I think it happens with all of us.
Yeah, it's all the gray hair. I'm not going to blame it on any of the caffeine overdoses or the ephedra from my younger days, but I do want to take a moment now to see Meat Patty's name go by on the screen again. Meat Patty's the one that did the music for us.
Oh, yes, thank you for that.
Yes, thank you. We love it. It fits us perfectly.
Yeah, believe it or not, that was composed on a cell phone in late 90s, 98, 99, I think it was, Meaty.
Wow.
Yeah, chiptune before there was such a name as chiptune. So when we came out, we're doing this, I had to get on. I was like, can we use that song? It's called Clockwork Jivin'. It's cool stuff.
I really dug the name. It's just one of those things.
All right, this is a question for me. How did Pinche Games get started? A little bit behind that. Pinche Games got started, actually, the idea was... Well, let me go back and tell you what we actually did in the beginning. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, we used to play a lot of RPGs. And me and another buddy of mine, Richard Sanchez, created something called, what we called then was IMF, Impossible Mission Force. Now, we couldn't use this now since it's copyrighted because it's part of Mission Impossible. So we decided to change the name, call it the organization, and actually type everything up with the help of my wife, Colleen Guzman. And we're able to get that out, and that was at the first ChimeraCon that we attended, was the one with Gunnar Hansen, the original Leatherface. And then we printed up our little what do you call them, character sheets, and just played it out there, and people seemed to really take to it. So from then we stuck to that for a while and kind of died off for a little bit and didn't really know what to do, and then we came together again and decided to make new games, and not just RPGs. We went into card games. We did Double Agent, and the latest one, which is Apt. So, which is really cool, and y'all really should get that. It's really awesome.
Product placement. We should like put that in the back on like a shelf or something.
For all of us.
There you go.
I'll give you all a banner or something. I don't know.
Hey, dude, I could deal with one of those Apt posters that are up in the game shops. I do have to say, I really do dig Apt. I got to play it at the ChimeraCon Minicon back in December, and all kinds of jazzed about it. So I got to watch that process go all the way through. I was excited about that before I even became part of the group, because this game is so cool. I want to be a part of it, and that's actually kind of how I fell into the whole thing, was sitting down with you at the Minicon that time playing Apt.
Yeah.
It was shortly thereafter, like, hey, so want to work with us?
With no pay?
Yeah. Well, I'll get it this way. I'm old for it, but I consider it an internship. It's just a matter of I get to learn how the industry works from somebody who's already doing it.
True, very true.
At the same time that you guys are still small enough that you'll understand that I don't know what I'm doing either. So I don't know. It's an opportunity to grow with it. At the same time, someone that's going to understand how new I am too. So it's a good balance, I think.
Well, I'm looking at this. I actually have an anime question. What was your first anime?
Oh, I got it. Okay, because I'm an anime freak. um, okay, I started with Shaolin Sisters. This was the first one that was introduced to me. And then shortly after that, I read mangas. I don't really watch a lot of animes. But after that, it was continuous. Like, I watched Paranoia Agent. I kind of grew up with Dragon Ball Z and, like, Sailor Moon, Tenchi Muyo. Anything that there was on, I was watching. So, that was my moment.
For me, it would probably be Vampire Hunter D.
Cool.
That's a good series.
Yeah.
Cool. For me, oddly enough, I hate even saying it out loud because it's so cliche, but yeah, my first was Akira.
It's the name of my dog. Akira!
He just need to have another dog so you could name Tetsuo. But yeah, we used to hold the geek movie parties back with Meaty and Gorilla and Gertch and all the guys. So our parties would start on Friday night at somebody's house. Way too many of us packed into a small space. Massive quantities of caffeine and movies for the next 3 days, basically straight. And then we'd all go back to work or school, whatever, on Monday, and repeat the process. We'd take a break at some point to go, eat at Whataburger and LARP, and then go back and finish watching more movies. So Akira was my first one, and right after that was probably, oddly enough, Crying Freeman. Actually,
oh, that was really, actually, I've seen it fairly recently. We got a free DVD, and I was watching it, and I actually thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. As for Akira, I was thinking, like, to myself, like, I know what it is, but when you look at, like, new anime fans, you can only imagine that they're thinking it's like Death Note, and they're like, Kira? Like, no. That's not it. Gotta go back a little, because I like the old series, like Ranma and Half. I read all of those when I was growing up. So, yeah. So those were tried and true good ones.
I tend to like the wrong aspects of just about any genre I come across. So my taste is notoriously bad in anime. I don't like a lot of the stuff that everyone else is absolutely just over the couch for. So I'm kind of hard to please. But things I've liked have been Exile Saga, Last Exile. Crying Freeman is another example of one that wasn't particularly popular, but I thoroughly dug it anyway. Closest I've really gotten into the mainstream stuff that I've like, okay, I kind of dig this was Cowboy Bebop.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboy Bebop was cool.
That was a good one.
I like that, yeah.
I like the creators came up with Samurai Champloo. Did you ever get to see that? I really enjoyed that one too.
Yeah, that's cool stuff.
I hated the ending, but I loved the entire series. It was amazing.
That's something that actually I'd like. Why did the end? And I understand that there's differences between Eastern storytelling and Western storytelling.
Yeah.
But so many times, oh, this is great. I love every choice they're making artistically. What the hell's with that ending? It's just like,
yeah, right. And then what's worse is I really wasn't a big fan of Fu, so it's like, can you like skedaddle somewhere away from everybody, and then they can fight to the death or something eventually.
Right.
Vent out their frustrations.
Meat Patty says Galaxy Express 999. I don't know what that is.
I haven't. That one, I don't know.
Not Like the Book says Heavy Metal. I remember seeing that.
Heavy metal, again, another thing, a soft spot in the middle of my head. I love heavy metal. I also love the soundtrack because I used to throw it into my friend's tower. That's what I used to play Doom 2 to. I'd start playing Doom using the heavy metal soundtrack, and that was awesome. Completely took care of the fact I didn't date.
Oh, it's okay.
No, you don't understand.
You have a wife now.
Absolutely. But yeah, it completely made up for that. I wasn't missing anything. I had Doom, I had Quake, and I had the heavy metal soundtrack. I was set.
Mm.
Have another question. What is your favorite video game series?
God of War. Have to
Which
say
one?
God of War.
God of War? It's gonna be Metal Gear for me, from the 8-bit Nintendo to the Metal Gear Rising. I love all of them.
Really?
Yes.
We need to talk.
I played every single one, and they're awesome.
Well, gosh, it really is tough to say. God of War wins by a small margin. Now, if we're going to the older stuff, Castlevania, without a doubt.
Golden
Castlevania
Sun.
is cool.
Mine was Golden Sun.
Oh,
My
good stuff.
next one would be River City Ransom. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
I think that one went right over my head. I'm so sorry.
I won't give the URL for legal reasons, but if you happen to be at a site that just happens to have 8-bit emulation stuff available, not saying that you should, but one of the games that would be interesting for you to check out if you had that sort of bent would be River City Ransom. That's awesome stuff. It's right up there with Wood and Water Rampage.
BioShock's a good one.
BioShock, Pocky D.
Yeah.
Robot Carnival.
I wish Robot Carnival would get a DVD release. Great anthology of robot anime stories.
Some amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. I love Robot Carnival.
That's something I haven't caught.
Oh, it's incredible. It's hard to
Is that destroying my geek cred right there?
No, not really, because it is kind of it's one of those things that a lot of people get exposure to, just because, like I said, there hasn't been a DVD release, so it's kind of hard to come by. Once every third blue moon or so, Adult Swim will just randomly show, or used to just randomly show Robot Carnival. That's something I really wish we'd see a lot more of, is the anthology-style storytelling. See more things like Gotham Knights. See more things like Animatrix, probably not the best example. But just little things like that. Like, give us a rough setting, give us a linked idea, and then give us different storytellers' outlooks on how that would go. Kind of the Rashomon approach. I'd like to see a lot more of that.
It's very cool. It's very cool. Tabletop. What's your favorite tabletop game? I'm not going to say app this time.
But you expect us to, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, now I'm going to sound like a jerk, because I am going to say Apt is one of my favorite tabletop games. And the reason I love it is I love games that are cutthroat. I love things that make you want to hurl things at the people you're playing with. If you're not calling your friends nasty names, you're not having a good time. And Apt is good for that. Gosh.
Apt is wonderful for that.
Yeah. Of course, yeah, I'll also wear the bullet and say Ket. I don't know. What about you, Vivienne?
Kind of ashamed. I'm a Pathfinder freak, so.
Don't be ashamed. We've got a Pathfinder group too, so.
Yeah. When okay, so it started out like a friend of ours came down. He's from the Celestial Rogues group. He just started like doing our DMing for us, and ever since then we just went game after game after game. I mean, we have so many stories. It's wonderful, and I really do miss playing it. We just don't have a lot of time to play it anymore. But that was definitely my favorite. But we're moving towards Tephra, which, sad to say, Cracked Monocle hopefully is not on here, so they don't get mad at me for it, but I've never played Tephra. I love those guys to death, but it's on my list of things to do.
Yeah, they're going to get... I haven't played it either. I've been meaning to, but every time we want to get a game together, because we want to play with Daniel, and we just have to have that done. But I still haven't played it yet. But Daniel, if you're on, we need to get that together. Gorilla Hand says favorite tabletop Shadowrun 3rd edition.
Oh hell yeah!
I've not played that one. It
is. There seems to be a rule of threes with RPG systems. You get to 3rd edition, you need to stop. Just stop. And that's exactly what went wrong with Shadowrun for me, and it's what went wrong with D&D for me. Thank God for Pathfinder. It salvaged that.
Yeah.
But Shadowrun, a fantastic, fantastic game. I thought extremely well balanced, regardless of what kind of character you built. You had a really good chance of being balanced with the rest of the party. Great storytelling opportunities. The books, even, it's very rare, I find, that the novels written in an RPG setting are worth spending your time to read. Usually I just say, don't skip the novels, buy another source book. Shadowrun tended to be the exception. Shadowrun's books were really, really good. And yeah, it's probably the most fun I've ever had with a role-playing game.
As for me, I think my favorite tabletop game is going to be Pinche. Another product placement.
Do you just keep these on your desk or what?
No, I actually had my kid come and bring that over to me. Thanks, Zach.
I haven't had a chance to play the new rules, which is kind of sad because I was part of the development team too.
Yeah, we got to get together to do that. But it's awesome.
Awesome. I'm glad that worked out.
List of things to do too.
Yeah. Well, it's been crazy. I've been working on developing my deck. Hopefully going up live soon with the Kickstarter the next month or two. So I've been working on that, and then immigration and job and all this other kind of stuff too. We all know how that is. But yeah, we just we just need to set a date here sometime soon, Vince, and just sit down and just play games. Yeah. As much as we need a meeting, we need to.
We have time for that,
right?
There's a Alamo City Wargamers Club too that meets up. I don't remember what the schedule is, but you can bring whatever game you want and just play it there, and everybody kind of show up. That'd be really fun.
Cool.
We brought like Game of Thrones, the strategy board game once, and that was. Yeah, we just try out different things every now and then.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Are SA board gamers still doing the thing at Game Lot on Thursdays?
Yes, they are. They are. I may be making it to that one tomorrow, and then maybe passing by yours over there.
Cool.
At Dragon's Lair.
Awesome.
And then I don't know, every Sunday. I don't know about Sundays. I got to make it over to Heroes of Fantasy since they're starting to sell Apt as well.
Cool.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah, we're right there in the little lock display with Munchkin.
Wow.
So right up next to Steve Jackson games. It's pretty cool.
That's some killer real estate there.
All right, so I guess like we're at 8:10. I think that we should probably ask.
A little bit over.
Yeah. Maybe we should ask like what kind of guests that the people who are on here right now they get like first dibs or something.
Yeah. Give us some ideas for some new guests.
Maybe we can work out a better networking thing with the next guest. Well, I think we listed Kay too. I can always get Kay on here if they're interested in getting Kay.
Yeah, let's get Kay on if that's possible.
Yeah, as long as she's not working, I just have to check with her.
Cool. Maybe I can get Luke Hooper.
Who is that?
Luke Hooper is one of these creators of Ket.
Oh, really? That would be awesome.
Yeah, he's one we're working with to start all the tournament functions, etc. And the story of that company is a really amazing background. It's a really cool, how they came up kind of thing. So I'll talk to Luke, see if anybody's interested in doing that. Maybe get Don Davis on. He's a local game programmer too. Maybe
get Steve Jackson talking, since you were like playing a game with him and you didn't even know.
That was embarrassing. I'm afraid to look the man in the eye now. Yeah, for those who haven't already heard the mortifying story, I was running Ket at ChimeraCon this year, and a guy came by, just saw the board, and what's this? And talked to him. And said, okay, we sat down. I taught him to play. We played a game or two, shook his hand, and off he went. And it was like 3 days after the convention that I realized that was Steve Jackson. Oh, man. Completely just never noticed. He had a name tag that said Steve. I just did not register,
It does. It happens to the best of us. I talked to Jonathan, I forget his name, Jonathan Joss, I think. And I had no earthly idea that he was John Redcorn. I just thought he was this awesome guy who came to our panel and was very informed about Native American culture and stuff, so we had a nice conversation. And then at Lone Star Comic Con, I met him again. I was like, oh, you have a table and a picture of yourself, and oh my god, you're John Redcorn. I had no earthly idea.
In your defense, it's a much easier mistake to make with a voice actor.
Yeah, but he kind of looks like John Redcorn.
Like, I don't know why the picture wasn't a dead giveaway. He handed out like King of the Hill stuff at IkiCon, and I just went right over my head. I don't even know. Just like, jeez. Oh, I had thought of one. Shoot, and I lost it. Oh, we could get the Star Wars Society on here. I don't know if anybody's like really big Star Wars fans, but
I actually
like
work with
Star
somebody
Wars.
from San Antonio Star Wars Society.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know Peter, the head of the Star Wars Society, so
Oh, cool.
we could probably get him on here, talk about all their little knickknacks and stuff.
That's cool. Yeah, I work with Valerie from the society too. She's actually, it's a few desks away, so I could drop that by her too. Meat Patty suggesting Justin DeWitt from Fireside Games.
Yeah, Pocky D suggested Daniel from Inner Kingdom Games. Shadow Fist.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, I'm sure he was initially from San Antonio, so that would be cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think we have a good guest list going.
Yeah.
Yeah, and y'all can always shoot it on a page as well, like if you want a specific guest, and we can try.
Yeah, let us know on Facebook or Twitter. Do you have the Twitter? What is the Twitter account?
The Twitter account is at @GOSA_cast, so GOSA_cast. And let's see, we have the Facebook page up too as well, Geek Out SA on Facebook.
Yeah, you should be able to get both of those on the actual page. I think I took it down at geekoutsa.pinchegames.com. And I actually got some interesting stuff. I don't know if you saw it on the group when I posted. Fanboytv.com
Oh, yes, I saw that.
wanted to go ahead and see if they could be a place where we could show off the show there, and we'd be able to do the live chat there as well.
Awesome. Awesome, good folks there.
So yeah, that would be really cool. That I'd definitely be interested in that. I guess we could talk about that offline to discuss what all is gonna entail with that. But that would be. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Uber Gooper
definitely.
Games. These guys are in Texas. Uber Gooper Games. I think they were at ChimeraCon not this year, but the year before.
Yeah. Yep. I actually got to talk to the guy who headed up the documentary, Uber Goober. Unfortunately, didn't have my disc with me, so I didn't get it signed, but we'll make that right the next time we come through. Yeah, it looks like we got a lot of opportunities down here, too, so we'll see what we can put together.
This is kind of off the subject kind of question, but while I was looking through the stuff, what's going on with Etherfest? Is Etherfest ever coming back, or?
It's not coming back till next year. They say that 2014 will bring it back, but 2013 is canceled, and it usually is in April, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that was the last I heard from Pablo, too. So that they are still putting stuff together. And it does seem like Pablo's got something in the works with it that he doesn't want to talk about yet that he's excited about. So, but, I do think actually that Pablo is just a host and the real intellect is his hair.
Is his what?
His hair. I think
His hair?
I think his hair is actually
God.
an alien entity, and that Pablo is just the host.
The host of the hair.
Because that hair is is just too amazing to be human. So
I think I see a kind of crush going on there, Myke. On the hair.
excuse me, man, my
Wrong
Freudian
person,
slip is
it's on the hair.
But I don't know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, though, because we've been putting off for years now, actually. I'm supposed to be getting on stage with them sometime soon, start doing improv comedy with Sixpence and Saturday. That's one of my before I die kind of dreams.
Nice.
So
I thought Pablo was moving.
Yeah, he is. To Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not
That's actually
too far.
a lot of it.
Not too far, so that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know how much I can say. But basically, yeah, Aetherfest should be back next year, and they do have some events planned for Sanva, but nothing that is really out there yet. They did have one, though, and it was in Austin for a while, so that was kind of cool. It was like a clock group.
Oh, Clockwork Con?
No, Clockwork Con was hosted by Cracked Monocle.
I just got a message from Crystal. My Mac overheated and died. So it wasn't us. It wasn't anything we said. Her computer died. So
That's what she said. Let's keep that in mind. She's just probably being nice.
did you see the size of that Vivienne in the orange shirt? It's just creepy.
And you think she hasn't seen a creepier Vivienne?
Well, I don't know. We've actually met before, so it can't have been that bad. She agreed to come on the show.
Yeah, I Doctor Who fans, I keep telling her I'd go to that, and I never did.
I haven't been since they moved because it was real convenient. I live right behind the Draft House Westlakes, so it was real nice. I could still make it over there in time before the show started after work, but now I can't get there across town in time after work. So,
is it at Alamo Draft House North, the same place we did the Steampunk Night? Or used
no,
to?
She's at the Santikos. Was it the Rialto or the Bijou? I think it's the Rialto. Sorry, Crystal, if I got that wrong. You said it during the show, and my brain has slipped. But yeah, there's just no way for me to get over there in time after work. So. Yeah,
understandable. What else do we have?
No, that's all I got. We overdid it this time.
I think we'll get a little better at it eventually.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't seem like people are hating it. I'll talk to Creative Dragons. I'll talk to Justin. I know his schedule's kind of crazy, but he's always willing to support local stuff. And that's from Fireside Games, the ones that do Castle Panic.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, guys, shall we go ahead and wrap it up for this week then?
Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap that up. And let me set this stuff up, and we'll be out of here. It's going to take me a couple seconds.
No worries. While you're doing that, just we will be at Dragon's Lair every Thursday night, running Ket and just the usual hangout kind of stuff. So if you want to swing by and find out information about Pinche games, give us information about the show, give us feedback, or sit there and play laser chess, we can do that every Thursday night at 6:30 till close at Dragon's Lair.
And we'll also all be at SciFest, so
awesome.
See you there.
See you there. We're also, as we'll be holding this every Wednesday at 7 p.m., so next Wednesday we'll be here, same place, same time. Come check us out. And we're out.
Take care, folks.